Learning objective: manage your freelance finances so you can establish a profitable freelance rate, and set targets to measure your success. Once you know your niche and target, it is time to get a clear picture of your expenses, income, and cash flow. Lesson 1: Consider expenses and establish your rate. Lesson 2: Set up your accounting system. Lesson 3: Set specific measurable targets. Take a look at all the items that you will need to establish and operate your business. You'll need to separate out your expenses and have a good idea of your costs. First, fill out a spreadsheet of startup costs, then fill out one for your monthly expenses. Try to get a total that is as accurate as possible, but understand that as you start to operate your business, you'll become aware of expenses you hadn't anticipated. To be safe, you might consider adding at least 10% to your estimated monthly expenses. Software/applications and service subscriptions, office or meeting space, rental, co-working costs, etc. Utilities, electricity, internet connection, mobile data, etc. Website, domain registration, site hosting, web design. Travel, gas/mileage, transportation, parking. Advertising and marketing. Accounting fees. Education. Once you understand what it will cost to establish and run your business, you will then need to set your hourly rate. Even if you decide not to bill per hour, you need an hourly rate for your own reference to set per project rates or retainer fees. Sometimes clients will pay a flat rate per month to retain your services for a set number of hours. Your calculations and expectations need to be realistic. Do the math. First, refer to your monthly expenses total and multiply that number by 12. Then, estimate the number of billable hours in a year. This isn't based on the total number of business hours in a week, but on the hours you can actually bill clients for. The billable hours will probably be around 20 hours/week when you first start out. Don't forget to subtract holidays and vacation time. Plug the above numbers into the following formula: yearly expenses divided by billable hours in a year equals minimum hourly rate. Of course, this formula is oversimplified, and you are not expected to strictly adhere to this estimate. It does, however, serve to give you a general idea of what you will have to bill per hour to cover your expenses. You also have to factor in your work experiences, expertise, education, demand for your service, and niche when calculating your rate. But this formula will keep you realistic and focused on your goals. There are also online resources that allow you to compare average freelance rates for the type of service you offer. Look at these rates, not to undercut the competition or follow the letter, but instead, use them to get a general ballpark figure. Some valuable resources include Clockify's annual roundup of average hourly rates. Action steps. Using the finances spreadsheet, record your startup costs and monthly expenses. Estimate monthly expenses based on what you know now. These expenses may change as you learn more about how your business operates. Record your billable hours per week and estimated vacation/holiday time. This will calculate the minimum hourly rate necessary to cover your monthly expenses. Your hourly rate also needs to take into account the value that you bring to the table. In your action guide, list relevant experience and education related to your freelance business that shows the value you bring. Visit websites like Clockify that provide average hourly rates for freelancers in your industry. These sites will often list different rates based on the freelancer's experience. When selecting your expertise level, consider past experience gained through your education and work and volunteer experience, so even if you are just starting out as a freelancer, you may not necessarily be a beginner. Using the information gathered from the above steps, set your hourly rate and record it in the finances spreadsheet.